You won't believe how God torments narcissists in old age and the afterlife. Have you ever endured mistreatment and manipulation from someone who took pleasure in causing you pain? You're not alone in this struggle. In your relationship with a narcissist, you invested your heart and soul, constantly seeking their approval. Despite your genuine efforts, they consistently treated you unfairly, manipulating your words and emotions for their own gain. They found entertainment in belittling you, facing no consequences for their actions. Their self-centeredness outweighed the harm they caused you, prioritizing your suffering over their own gratification and sense of control. We recognize the significant impact of such toxic relationships, which is why we're here to provide support. Our team offers personalized sessions starting at just $1 per week, tailored to aid your recovery from narcissistic abuse and guide you towards reclaiming your strength and peace of mind. Click the link below to take the first step towards a future where healthy and fulfilling connections await you. When dealing with narcissists, they derive pleasure from subjecting you to distress and relish in seeing your efforts to overcome the mistreatment they've inflicted. Others may become aware of your struggles and become targets of mockery and ridicule. They take pleasure in spreading stories of your sorrow, finding satisfaction in knowing they contributed to your downfall. This twisted joy provides them with a sense of fulfillment, as they eagerly share their triumph over you, finding comfort in displaying your pain to others. Nevertheless, there's one fundamental principle that narcissists consistently overlook: the inevitable workings of karma. The consequences of their actions tend to circle back, often with heightened severity, echoing the mistreatment they impose upon you. Eventually, the repercussions of their deeds will catch up with them as karma diligently unravels their facade. With time, karma will dismantle them. Though it may not manifest immediately, rest assured that it will unfold. Despite their belief in immunity from the repercussions of their conduct and the multitude of wrongs inflicted upon you, their accountability is unavoidable. Their vulnerability stems not only from the pain inflicted upon you, but also from their failure to rectify their behavior. Their lack of accountability is glaringly evident. They made no endeavor to mend the harm caused or acknowledge the chaos they left behind. However, this is precisely where karma steps in. While they may momentarily revel in the havoc inflicted upon you, their false sense of invincibility will inevitably collapse, leading to their demise. Despite their full awareness of the harm inflicted upon you, they make no effort to make amends or confront the outcomes of their actions. Oblivious to the suffering they cause, they callously disregarded the well-being of others, displaying no remorse for the pain inflicted upon you. At this juncture, their path becomes laden with misfortune. They might experience a fleeting sense of tranquility, having sidestepped accountability for the mistreatment they inflicted upon you, mistakenly believing they can persist in their destructive ways with new targets. When karma inevitably catches up with them, they'll grasp the reasons why, yet they'll resist confronting it. They'll strive to rationalize their treatment of you, firmly convinced of the righteousness of their deeds. When their pleas go unheard, they'll fabricate excuses to shift blame onto others, refusing to accept responsibility for their actions. It's a direct consequence of their behavior, of what they subjected you to. Thus, as karma turns against them, you'll witness the consequences of their actions. All the harm they cause you will come back to haunt them. Eventually, justice will prevail, favoring you. You'll observe them desperately seeking alternative means to fulfill their needs, seeking individuals they believe will shield them from karma's retribution. However, this facade can only last for so long before karma forcefully unveils itself. While they may appear to be gaining an advantage and escaping unscathed, there's a catch. Narcissists can only feign happiness and success for limited periods. You witness this firsthand when they attempt to form new connections. Every endeavor by a narcissist inevitably ends in failure, as they cannot evade this destiny. Their refusal to acknowledge the repercussions of their harmful behavior becomes the anchor that binds them to a cycle of perpetual turmoil. They intricately entangle those who unwittingly become part of their elaborate facade without offering sincere apologies. The manipulation unfolds, portraying them as someone they are not, only for their true nature to be exposed eventually. For a time, you unknowingly served as a shield, shielding them from the karmic consequences looming over their actions. However, in due course, you realize that you were merely another link in an unbreakable chain, a string of misfortune that had been trailing them throughout their existence. As you discerned the pattern, it became evident that the next individual they encountered would become another link in this inevitable chain. Their inability to break free from the cycle of negative karma became apparent, ultimately leading to the justice you had longed for. The actions they directed towards you were never truly about you. Rather, they were desperate maneuvers to evade an unavoidable destiny. With your attention now redirected towards self-renewal, life unfolds without their presence, and the shattered fragments of peace back together. As you progress, you'll notice the kindness of fate shining upon you, while misfortune persistently shadows them, casting its gloom over every step and tormenting their existence. We express our gratitude for your viewership. It is our earnest desire that this narrative enhances your understanding of how karma intricately intertwines with our lives, rewarding us in accordance with our actions. Meanwhile, cultivate awareness, summon courage, and seize the opportunity to live your best life today.